Brentford 4, Manchester United 3. And boy, that was something. I can't even lie. That was complete chaos, yeah. Like, dressed up as entertainment, bro. Like, when you look at that scoreline, you probably think, you know what? Game of the weekend. 7-goal thriller. Because, bro, if you didn't watch the game and you saw the results, you'll be thinking that you were missing an absolute banger. But, boy, the truth is it was anything but that. Anything but that. Like, that is one of the worst games, yeah, that I've seen, yeah, with 7 goals in it. I'll be honest, like, complete madness. From going 1-0 up to being 4-1 down to finishing at 4-3, it looks respectable at the end. It looks very, very respectable, the scoreline, but unfortunately, it was anything but that. To be fair, we made loads of changes, and I said before the game, the score's not the most important thing here. It's not at all. I think there would have been like 9 changes or something like that. Fredrickson came in, Amas came in, Chido came in. So yeah, it was one of them things I wasn't really expecting. Performance-wise, I wasn't really expecting a great performance. I also wasn't expecting to win when I saw that lineup. But I wasn't expecting the flow of the game to be like that. It was mental. Even if we went full strength, Brentford away is a difficult game, and the way we've been playing with this manager's record, it's probably a game that we end up losing anyway. I think he got 6 wins, 6 draws, and 12 losses or something like that. Something ridiculous like that, including today's result. So it's a game that we're probably losing anyway. So I thought that resting players and bringing in the younger players and giving them like an opportunity to prove themselves made sense. Starting Matthias de Ligt after him being out for over a month, to me, made no sense. And even worse, he goes off injured in this game when we've got a cup semi-final, a European Cup semi-final next week. Do you know what I'm saying? I thought that was an awful decision to start de Ligt. I don't think any of our key players should have started today. So that was disappointing. That's probably the worst thing about this game today. Not the result, not the performance, but the fact that potentially we've lost de Ligt after being excited about de Ligt being available for the final of the Europa League running, to this player coming back and getting injured, bro. It's flipping annoying, innit? Like, I don't know why he started him, but hindsight is 2020. It's easy to say that now, but for me, there was no reason to start Matthias de Ligt today. In terms of the performance, we go 1-0 up against the run of play. Good, well-worked team goal, came from a mistake from them. Poor kick from the goalie. And in transition, we capitalised well. Garnacho and Kobe linked up. And then the ball got put across to Mason Mount, who took the finish well. And other than the goal, didn't really see too much of Mason Mount. Like, it's the same old story. Do you know what I mean? The same old story. And before you know it, yeah, just like the Lyon game, we concede 4 goals, no flipping reply, bruv. And all of a sudden, we're getting absolutely spanked. And I can't lie, I don't think there was a moment in the United game, yeah, where we had sustained pressure and possession for more than about 2 minutes. And I said it, like, the most frustrating thing about this Man United team is every time we play against a team, there's waves and waves and waves of attacks where we're sitting back defending, yeah, and the team are trying to open us up. And we never see the equivalent in our favour. We never see United with teams camped on the edge of their box and they're saying, all right, come on, like, break us down. We cannot keep the ball well enough to even manufacture these kind of opportunities in games. And I personally think it's down to how we set up. People are saying, oh, the players aren't good enough and this, that and the other. But bro, why is it that every team we play are better than us? Thomas Frank got Brentford playing some great football. Everyone knows about Mbuemo and Visa, but I have yet to come across football fans that are shouting to me saying, yo, Rants, we need to sign this player, that player from Brentford, bro. It's not that. There's only so much blame that can be put on personnel. The way that we're set up here in general sets us up to fail on a weekly basis, irrespective of what team this manager picks. This squad has not been built to play the way the manager wants us to play. It hasn't been built that way. So it's like my man setting us up to fail and fans are okay with this. This is supposed to be elite sport. It's meant to be elite sport. Standards are supposed to be as such. It's supposed to be about winning. The standards are supposed to be the standards of elite sport, bro. A lot of these Manchester United fans are going on like this is a social club or something like that. Or just some little recreational pastime. A lot of fans pay a lot of money for season tickets to go and watch these games. International fans pay a lot of money, yeah, to watch these games. Now you've got these games on 50 different platforms. You can't just have your Sky now. Sometimes it's TNT, sometimes it's Amazon, sometimes it's... Bro, it's a joke. Man spend their time and their hard-earned money, yeah, to watch this football, yeah, and we're not allowed to expect a better brand of football than this. We're not allowed to expect better results than this. This is unacceptable, bruv. It is really unacceptable. And I'm not necessarily isolating this game because, like I said, the importance of this game, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, like, it's fuck all. But it's the accumulation of this season, bro. And this is why when I'm seeing people actually accept this foolishness, yeah, and they don't want to blame how we're being set up and they want to put all this blame on the players. We've been in 9 cup finals in the last 10 years with 4 or 5 different managers. So when people are saying, oh, these are the players that have got this manager sacked, we keep getting to finals and we've won 5 trophies in that time. So with that being said, yeah, if this is the case, then that means no matter who the manager is at Manchester United, with the infrastructure and the amount of money that we spend, you can almost guarantee a final because 9 in 10 years means it's pretty much a final every year. So no matter what happens in this European final, Manchester United were probably supposed to get there anyway. So you can't judge the success of the season, yeah, based on getting to a European final or even winning it. The bread and butter always has to be the Premier League. And if not for the points that we accumulated under Eric Ten Hag, we might be in a relegation battle. Or we might have even been relegated. That has to mean something. That actually has to mean something, bro. So when people are saying, oh yeah, like Amarim in, Amarim out, it's not about Amarim in, Amarim out. It is simple, yeah. This brother, yeah, the results that he's getting, he doesn't deserve to still be in a job. He doesn't deserve it, bro. Whether or not Ineos persevere with him or not past this season, yeah, he hasn't earned the right to be here. And that's what I'll always say, bro. I'm not going to say that, yo, like, I want them to do this or they have to do this or whatever, because we've been linked with some very good players. And if we do get even a fraction of the players that we've been linked with, we will improve as a team because it would be very, very, very hard not to. We've been linked with Mbuemo today, who had a decent game against us, got a very good assist. And we got linked with Mbuemo irrespective of the Cunha links. If we get Mbuemo, Cunha, and a striker, whether it's Mateta or Delap or whatever, our attack improves exponentially. So just by that alone, we improve as a football team. But am I looking at what I'm seeing right now in terms of brand of football, in terms of perceived coaching, perceived in decision making, how the players are being used, talent ID, like like how productive we are. Like when I look at all these things, I'm not seeing anything positive. Kobe in the double pivot today, not many people are going to talk about it, but it was awful, man. Like I've been saying he's not a double pivot player and he didn't look good today. He doesn't look happy. If I'm Kobe Mino, I'm not signing a new deal. If they're telling me this manager's here long term, I wouldn't stay. We're not getting the best out of him. The manager knows he's better in the number 10. But we're persisting with Mount and Garnacho. They're ahead of him. He's playing in the double pivot and struggling today. Harry Amas had a tough game today. He looked decent in Europe against a team that wasn't putting pressure on him. As soon as you press him, he's not comfortable on the ball, yeah? And then also defensively, he's very reactive instead of proactive. And he probably got caught like half asleep for the goal that we conceded. It's just, it's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating. That's all I can say, man. That fundamentally, there's a lot of decisions that he's getting wrong here, and it's got nothing to do with ability of players. It's got to do with just making wrong decisions, bro. This is not something that I believe changes with better players. If you can't fundamentally identify the strengths and weaknesses of players and you don't select the right team, it doesn't matter who we give you because you're still going to keep getting shit wrong. Cheeto today looked out of his depth, but I said it from the very, very, very beginning. Cheeto is not good enough, but at the same time, he deserves to get a run of games because Rasmus Højlund has been so poor. And I felt sorry for Cheeto because you're bringing a striker in a completely changed team, yeah? That's not cohesive. That's not really creating anything. So naturally, you're going to struggle anyway. Cheeto deserves a run of games in a semi full strength Man United team, so we can actually see that when we've got most of our better players on the pitch here, can he get in good positions? Can we offer him something? I said the same thing with when we had Igalo under Oli. He only really played when we changed the team 7-8 players, and it's like put him in a full strength team here and see what his attributes add to what we have in it. Now it was just, there was really nothing really to take from this game apart from it's good to have Ahmad back at wing back. Scored a deflected goal today, but he's an instant threat. And also Fredrickson at the back looked like he's got some strong attributes that potentially he can add to the squad for the rest of the season. Whether he's good enough when everyone's fit to be involved is a different story, but he's shown that he's got a little bit about him. But today, there's not many positives to take from it. It's just pure chaos, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to dwell on like the score or the loss because, like I said, I believe we were probably going to lose the game even at full strength because I don't have any faith in how this manager's setting us up at the moment. But it's just, I don't know. I said this last game. It feels like I'm watching the same game every single week. It feels like I'm watching the same game. I'm seeing the same issues. I'm seeing players being played out of position. Players just, either out of position or not being utilised at their best. Awful football. Awful football. Like, this football is some of the worst football I've ever seen at this football club. The build-up's too slow. We allow teams to get back into shape because we move the ball so slow. And the speed at which you move the ball can definitely be improved by coaching. I'm not really seeing it, bruv. So, yeah, it's just getting to the point where I feel like I'm complaining about the same things every week, and I'm not the only one. When I'm looking in the comment section, I feel like everyone's got the same issues with what we're seeing. So, as much as we could upgrade on certain positions, and we will upgrade on those, I think that the problems are way deeper than that. So yeah, we just need to see. Like, today was just, I think it was a poor football match. We saw some individual moments of luck, and with like the deflection from the Ahmad goal, and individual moments of quality, like the Garnacho goal. He tries that 3 or 4, 5 times a game, and most of the time that shit don't even hit the target. And today it flew into the far corner. Great strike. Do you know what I'm saying? But other than that, and then obviously the mistake from their goalkeeper for the first goal, we didn't really have anything. That's the honest truth. Like, on paper, this looks like an absolute thriller. 7-goal thriller. It looks like United showed great resolve from 4-1 down to try and fight back their way into the game. But the truth is, yeah, it was rubbish.